And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down. At about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready? Go 20! Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Shit!
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
From the 30 on second down, Stafford, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Let's go, you tighten up. Slam. Check 43.
Stafford on third down. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Here we go. Jim.
A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All day, every day, any day. Hey, anyone over here? Like 7. Hey, Alpha.
Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Throwing on third down, Stafford. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And some strong running. And then he goes with a juke. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They keep it with Miller on first down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the 22, Watson, open man, the tight end falls. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 13 sets them up 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
No. Check 3.
On 2nd and goal, Watson flushed to his right. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and this is scooped up by the Lions. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Extra point good by Prater. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Lions 7, Texans nothing.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
The Texans take over.
Request to win. Let's go.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't call.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. After 7-0 on EA Sports. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Hey, 31. Pick the edge. Come.
Back to throw, Watson, escaping the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go. Check 4. Deuce. Slam. Watch the edge. Out. In the park. Motion. Hey, check motion, man. Hey,
Watson now to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions.
All the practice, all the training, all the meetings. In this situation, I know exactly what quarterbacks are taught. Take care of the football. That's job 1 paramount. Because you cough it up here, you might be giving up 6 points real easy.
Tip of the cap to the defense, though, forcing the fumble. They run. This is Scarborough. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Whitney Merciless, showing no mercy, flies in for the sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
He's coming. Double up, double up. Keystone, travel. Check 24, check 24. Wide, get wide. Let go.
They'll run it with Johnson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Here we go, set. 60 or. Let's go, Pete. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. 6-6, pull it high. Come, sit.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Screen play, Johnson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So on 4th down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Play action for Miller. Now Watson sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Off of play action, it's Watson rolling to his right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Watson off play action. On the move to his left. He'll try and run it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Looked at me like the adopter with my kindergarten teacher always said, if at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their history. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Now they go screen. It's complete. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by J.J. Watt. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. On 3rd down, Johnson. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. DeAndre Carter is deep for the Texans. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So that'll back him up 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Watch twist. Watch twist.
Now Watson. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Check 31. Check 31. Motion.
To throw again on second down. Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Texans 3.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 44.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Brings up third down and 12.
This is it. 3 T. Hey, let's go. Hey, 31. Let's go. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Check 52. Check.
To throw is Watson on third down. Escaping the pressure right. And he finds Stills complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 35.
I got it.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
3. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Watson on first down. Flushed out right. And Stills bringing it in. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Stills, 35 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Hey. Mike 55, Mike 32. Watch the out. Mike.
On third down, Stafford eluding the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Did the sack to Barkevious Mingo, the former number 6 pick.
Let's go. Easy. Joe, 55, come on. Hey, Wahoo. 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. I'm coming for you.
They are going to go for it. It's Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Now, this is a nice little gift-wrap situation as they take over first and goal. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. One man in the backfield, that's Miller, second and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Texans have taken the lead. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard.
At their own 28-yard line.
Ready?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Check 37.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Looking for Amendola, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conlon. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Amendola, the intended receiver.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little...
Check the backer. Alert 3. He's checking. Crash. 59.
After the interception, here's Watson. Steps away to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yo, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Begin. Check. Dash.
Again, it's Miller. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Watson on 3rd down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
You got tight. Real right, 22.
Now it's Stafford. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Prater's kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Now it's Martin to do the honors after the made field goal. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. From the 27, Watson setting up the screen for Miller. They find some open field here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They'll get 34 yards there.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Lamar Miller. Lamar Miller! Touchdown, Houston! Lamar Miller, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Texans have retaken the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
It just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Johnson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They go to Johnson again. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Complete to Jones. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Hey, Charlie! 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Check Mike. Mike 55, Mike 56.
Back to throw.
Let's go, defense.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hawkinson. And he's not able to get away.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle showed this open.